America was busy with elections, so Star and Stripes and her guys went to Japan themselves to deal with Tomer, who was the reason why so many villains were out in the open. Endeavor, Hawks and Best Jeanist were going to pick her up. Suddenly Tomer showed up on her way to steal her quirk and felt like he was Tomer and All for One at the same time. He combined different quirks and attacked her, but she used her quirk, New Order, by which she could change the laws of something she touches. Like she touched air that created a vacuum around Tomer, so he couldn't breathe there. He sent the laser back, so she used New Order to hold it, but that made the vacuum disappear, meaning she could only use New Order on one thing at a time. She remembered that she was inspired by All Might when he saved her once, and now she touched Tomer, and by using New Order, if Tomer moves, his heart would stop. Though because Tomer's real name was Tinko, he was able to move and sent Star and Stripes away, as Star and Stripes needs to say the real name to get New Order to work. Tomer figured out that when it comes to living beings, she can't freely change their order, or else she would have set a rule to blow his head up rather than stop his heart. Star and Stripes made a stand by turning air into her shape, turned the lasers of the jets into a rod, and hit him with it, while Akbar, the commander of the US military, sent some intercontinental missiles to her on her wish, so she grabbed those missiles, while the soldiers shot Tomer, which let Star and Stripes hit him with those missiles. Though Tomer had dug a tunnel with his decay, and sent the Nomu as a decoy who got attacked, well he rushed towards Star and Stripes to get her quirk, and because she hesitated to attack him because there were soldiers on the way, Tomer touched her and started decaying her body and stealing her quirk at the same time. Though Star and Stripes had already made a rule that New Order would reject other quirks, which made New Order destroy other quirks inside Tomer. Well, Star and Stripes died because of decay, as she didn't have her quirk anymore to do anything about it. Tomer stole the wings from the Nomu and managed to escape to give the New Order quirk to a random guy named Kashi by stealing his quirk and giving him New Order. But New Order destroyed itself and told All for One that someone would defeat him one day for sure. Tomer escaped while the soldiers gathered data from their fight, which showed that it would take one more week for Tomer to heal. UA students were training while Toru caught Aoyama talking to his parents, where it was revealed that he was born without a quirk, but All for One gave him his naval laser quirk, so in return, Aoyama told him about USJ and training camp locations. Toru sent Midoriya there, who came to know about everything, so Aoyama tried to escape, but Toru reflected that light using her body and did a face reveal. Well, Midoriya captured them. They were doing that as they had no other choice. Midoriya realized that Aoyama was trying to get help from him for a long time and said that they should use Aoyama to trick All for One into falling into their trap instead, so Izawa also agreed and told them a plan of how they could do it. Hatsume made new costume parts for Ida and Midoriya. All Might revealed that they'll split Tomer and All for One and keep him 10 kilometers away, and Izawa forgave Aoyama. Dabi burned Toga's house and revealed that he got twice his blood before he died, so Toga could turn into him and use his split quirk to use Sadman's parade move. Spinner was becoming the symbol for mutant type quirk users as they were receiving racism, while Uraraka, Midoriya and Shoto decided to help Toga, Tomer and Dabi become good guys. 3 days later, All for One remembered that he stole a quirk that lets him know if someone is lying, contacted Aoyama's parents in code language and decided to meet them. Well, Aoyama got released thanks to his parents' lawyer. He secretly told Midoriya that All for One's goal is to get Japan first, which is in a bad state, and would later go for the whole world. Suddenly All for One came there, who had told Aoyama to take him to Midoriya, but Aoyama betrayed him. All for One bought the villains there. Suddenly Monoma, who had copied Kurogiri's teleportation quirk, bought heroes there to fight back as planned. It was revealed that Shinsu used his quirk on Aoyama's parents, which made All for One think they were telling the truth, even with his lie detecting quirk, and now as planned, the villains got trapped in some cages that got sent to different locations, while heroes were going there too, but Midoriya got pulled by Toga to a different portal. All the portals closed. Team Endeavor was with Team All for One, Team Shoto with Team Dabi, Team Tomer with Team Best Jeanist, and Team Toga with Team Uraraka, so without Midoriya, Best Jeanist's team had to change their plans. Their battleground was above UA in the sky, where there was an electromagnetic barrier ran by Kaminari and some other electric-type heroes, while the ground could fly up to prevent decay from spreading, ran by Hatsume's big brain and Momo's quirk. Monoma was using Izawa's quirk on Tomura, as Izawa couldn't do it properly with just one eye. Suddenly Tomer released a huge amount of fingers from his body, which happened because his body was trying to keep up with so many quirks inside him. Monoma couldn't teleport Midoriya there as planned, as if he stopped using Izawa's quirk on Tomura, Tomer would use his decay quirk on a huge scale that would one-shot everyone. Uraraka's group was fighting Toga's group. Moonfish was there too, while Midoriya's danger sense quirk wasn't working against Toga, as she was in actual love with him and was hurting him to show her love towards him. Midoriya told her to act normal first, so she got angry as she wanted others to change according to her and not the opposite, but Uraraka and Asui stopped her and let Midoriya leave to fight Tomer. After Dabi burned himself in the forest, he fell in a river and was saved by All for One, and after 3 years he woke up but refused to join All for One and left. He was supposed to die in a month, but after some time he returned to join the League of Villains, while Legiko realized that his hate towards his family was keeping him alive. Dabi told Shoto that he went back home, but saw Endeavor, who had moved on to Shoto now, which made him hate him, and now he wanted to kill everything close to him. Suddenly Shoto used Cold Flame's Pale Blade, a move that combines ice and fire to create cold fire, and then used Great Glacial Aegir to defeat Dabi. Everyone was informed about it. Spinner had received another quirk from All for One that increased his height and strength, and Hawks revealed that they needed to break All for One's mask to make him stop using his powers, like he didn't use them earlier during jailbreak. All for One told Endeavor that he was the one who saved Dabi from dying, which made Endeavor drop his guard, which let All for One injure him. Jiro, Tokoyami and Hawks fought All for One. All for One fought back and broke one of Jiro's earphone jack. Jiro still used her vibrations on him. The quirks All for One stole started stopping him from moving. Hawks damaged some of All for One's mask, and Tokoyami finally broke his mask completely using Dark Shadow, though All for One absorbed the woman with Rivet Stab's quirk and used it to get his mask pieces back and to stop Endeavor, who lost his arm. Endeavor had remembered that his father died while saving a girl, and after remembering that he used to work so hard to try to become number one and has fallen off now, he fought All for One with all his strength, broke his mask, went away from the plan, took him to the sky, and used his finisher, Prominence Burn, to burn All for One to crisp. All for One was still moving. Bakugo attacked Tamura by converting his storage sword sweat into explosion, but Tomura caught him and broke his arm and attacked Best Jeanist Mirko and Edgeshot with power equal to All Might's. Tomura was shocking Bakugo. Suddenly the big three of UA, Hato, Tamaki and Mirio came and saved Bakugo. Well, Mirio told Tomura that he doesn't have power of friendship on his side, which triggered the Tenko part of Tomura, which started messing up the connection between All for One Tomura and Tenko a bit. Suddenly Tamaki combined huge amount of animals and Hato's wave motion quirk and sent a huge blast at Tomura, but Tomura survived without any problem. Bakugo attacked Tomura and was able to land strong hits and dodge his attacks, but Tomura attacked him back. Bakugo then met All Might in One for All quirk form, asked for his autograph, and asked him to subscribe to the channel. Outside, Tomura attacked Bakugo, even though others tried stopping him, which made Bakugo's heart stop, and he died.